Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday. We got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play in the description below. Sign up for free, get free entries, use them on this slate today, get some nice wins as well. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate. Starting with a doubleheader between the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 165. Pittsburgh plus 135 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for the Pirates is JT Brubaker with an ERA of 4.60. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Matthew Liberatore with an ERA of 5.54. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Pittsburgh losing to the Cardinals yesterday, 7-5. They're on a 7-game losing streak. 0-5 on the road. This has just been a very bad Pittsburgh team here. Both pitchers giving up their fair share of runs on this one, but I'm going to lean with the Cardinals at home in game 1. I just simply don't trust the Pirates now on a bad losing streak. Haven't been playing well. I'm going to take the Cardinals at home. Next matchup, we have game 2 between the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 250. Pittsburgh plus 185 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Pirates is Bryce Wilson with an ERA of 7.53. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 7 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. He's given up 16 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 2.93. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Definitely liking Miles in this matchup. He's had a rough last couple games here, but overall he's been pretty solid all season. Bryce Wilson has not been very good this season. He's given up a lot of runs. Hard to trust that when the team's already been playing poorly. I'm taking Cardinals at home in game 1 and game 2. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus the Washington Nationals. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 2.64. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 8 strikeouts. Currently don't know who's pitching for the Nationals. It has not been announced yet, so be sure to check that out when that info does get released. Braves currently, it looks like they're on a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 game winning streak right now, beating Washington 9-5 in yesterday's matchup. Atlanta 6-0 on the road, 9-0 on the road against Washington. Yeah, love the Braves in this one on the road, on a huge winning streak. Max Fried's only given up 2 runs in his last 2 starts on the mound. Definitely liking that. I'm taking the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 150. The Marlins plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Marlins is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 5.58. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 4.09. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, Phillies winning yesterday's matchup 3-2. They're 9-1 in their last 10, playing very good baseball here. Phillies 7-1 at home, 4-1 at home against Miami, where they've played very well. Eflin's had 2 great starts on the mound. Rogers has given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts, so very susceptible to runs. I'm going to lean with the Phillies at home. Got a win yesterday. Marlins did get a pretty good run line cover, but Phillies playing very well. They play very good at home. I'm taking the Phillies in this one. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -220. Tampa Bay plus 180 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Rays is Corey Kluber with an ERA of 3.88. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 3.63. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs and had 3 strikeouts. Tampa coming off a 6-0 win against Minnesota. Yankees on a 4-game winning streak, 9-1 in their last 10. Tampa 13-5 on the road against the Yankees. Yankees 10-0 at home. We know how good the Yankees are playing. To give the Rays plus 180, that's kind of crazy to me. I know Yankees are playing well, but the Rays are still very solid as well. Garrett Cole coming off a 7-run game, which was pretty tough for him. Corey Kluber's been very good on the mound. He's only given up 5 runs in his last 3 starts. I want to take a shot with the Rays plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -220. Baltimore plus 180 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for Baltimore is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.97. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs and had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.44. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Toronto looked really good yesterday, winning 11-1 against Baltimore. Baltimore on a 7-game losing streak against Toronto, 0-5 on the road against Toronto. Yeah, they've definitely struggled against the Blue Jays here. And, Lyles has given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. So, I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. White Sox opening up as road favorites at -185. The Tigers plus 150 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the White Sox is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 3.14. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs and had 8 strikeouts. Hasn't given up a run in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Tigers is Drew Hutchinson with an ERA of 4.60. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs and had 1 strikeout. The White Sox beating Detroit yesterday 9-5. Looked pretty solid yesterday. They're 6-2 against Detroit. Definitely liking Cease on the mound. Hasn't allowed a run in 3 games. Been very good on the mound here. And, I'm going to roll with the White Sox on the road. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -155. The Brewers plus 130 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Brewers is Adrian Hauser with an ERA of 3.92. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mets is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs and had 6 strikeouts. Milwaukee beating Washington yesterday 4-1. The Mets coming off a 4-1 win against the Angels. Milwaukee 12-3 against the Mets, where they've been very good. Mets are 8-0 at home right now, where they have played well. Pretty even pitching matchup. Bassett's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Hauser's given up 11. So, yeah, both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. So the over could be a pretty good play here. But I'm going to take a shot with the Brewers plus 1.5 on the road. Pretty even matchup here. So I'm going to roll with the Brewers. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at minus 225. Oakland plus 185 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 3.78. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 11 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is Jared Koenig with an ERA of 9.0. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, Oakland just 1-9 in their last 10. Boston 8-2 in their last 10. Oakland 1-6 against Boston. 5-13 on the road against Boston, where they've struggled. Yeah, I like Boston at home here. Koenig's only pitched 1 time this season, so doesn't have too much under his belt here. So, and they're struggling bad. I'm gonna take the Red Sox at home. Next matchup, we have the Houston Astros versus the Texas Rangers. Houston opening up as road favorites at minus 125. The Rangers plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Astros is Jose Urquidy with an ERA of 5.04. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.41. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Houston losing to Texas yesterday 5-3. Texas on a 3-game winning streak right now. Pretty even pitching matchup, honestly. Both pitchers are giving up a fair share of runs. So the over 9 could be an interesting play. But I'm going to take a shot with the Rangers, plus 1.5 at home. Houston just underwhelming right now. 1-4 in their last 5. Haven't been playing very good. So I'm going to take the Rangers plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Chicago Cubs. Padres opening up as road favorites at minus 140. The Cubs plus 115 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for the Padres is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 3.52. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 5.22. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Padres beating Chicago yesterday 4-1. Chicago on a 7-game losing streak right now. They have not been playing very good. Padres 4-1 on the road right now. Chicago 1-4 at home. Yeah, I'm gonna lean with the Padres on the road. Chicago just on a bad losing streak. Have not been able to get it going. I'm gonna take the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Colorado Rockies. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at minus 165. Colorado plus 140 with the over-under at 10.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 3.05. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is Antonio Senzatella with an ERA of 4.83. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 6 strikeouts. Cleveland coming off an Oakland win. Colorado coming off 2 wins against the Padres. I'd say a pretty even pitching matchup. Bieber's actually been pretty solid on the mound. He's given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts. Cleveland 0-8 on the road against Colorado, where they've struggled for some reason. I don't know why. I'm liking the Rockies plus 1.5 at home. Cleveland struggled on the road against Colorado, and Colorado looking pretty good in their last few games here. So I'm going to take the Rockies plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as a home favorite at minus 125. Cincinnati plus 105 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Reds is Tyler Mahle with an ERA of 4.66. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 10 strikeouts. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Davies with an ERA of 4.21. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Cincinnati on a 2-game winning streak, beating Arizona yesterday 5-4. Yeah, nice win for Cincinnati yesterday. Pretty even pitching matchup here. Mahle's given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Davies has given up 6. I'm going to take the Reds plus 1.5 on the road. Tight matchup here. Got a nice win yesterday. Going to roll with Cincinnati plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 240. Kansas City plus 210 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Royals is Chris Bubik with an ERA of 9.13. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.77. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, Giants winning yesterday's matchup 6-2. Kansas City on a 3-game losing streak. Giants on a 4-game winning streak right now. Kansas City 0-5 on the road, where they've been struggling. And yeah, Bubik hasn't been that great on the mound for the Royals this season. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Giants at home. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Angels versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 210. LA plus 175 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Angels is Noah Syndergaard with an ERA of 3.69. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tony Gonsolin with an ERA of 1.58. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 5 strikeouts. LA just 2-8 in their last 10. Dodgers coming off a 3-game losing streak against the Giants. Angels 0-9 on the road. I think it's a great spot for the Dodgers to bounce back. Coming off a losing streak at home. Gonsolin's been great on the mound. I'm going to take the Dodgers at home. And then the last matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at minus 115. Minnesota minus 105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Twins is Joe Ryan with an ERA of 2.28. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.41. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Minnesota winning yesterday's matchup 3-2. A very even pitching matchup and an even matchup in general here. Again, I'm going to take Minnesota plus 1.5 on the road. Got a win yesterday. It was a close game. I expect the same here as well. Give me the Twins plus 1.5. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.